My friend and I went back to my car in the parking lot. As we were sitting in the car in the parking lot getting ready to leave, a man came up to the window with a gun and ordered that I give him my purse and told me to take him to my apartment. Once inside, he ordered me to get naked. Terrified and trembling, I took my clothes off. He told my friend to watch.
I was shopping at a major grocery store chain in Athens, Georgia. I was taken to a dirt road in Morgan County. This is my son, who at 7 years old was sexually abused numerous times by another child at a summer day camp.
My 17-year-old daughter had been exploited at numerous hotels and motels throughout the metropolitan area. I am speaking for every parent who has had to sit in the quiet agony of knowing that their baby was being sold while businesses turned a blind eye.
He ordered me to get on the ground. He put the gun to my head, and I cried out to please not kill me, that I had children and I was a mother.
I had my clothes removed, and I was gang raped.
He then violently raped me. At the end of the raping, he looked at me while I cried and pleaded with him. The gun still to my head. He said, "Are you ready to die?" He then pulled the trigger, and the gun had jammed.
And I know that this bill is going to destroy lives, and I'm not exaggerating because I don't need to exaggerate. This bill is going to destroy lives.
SB 68 would have barred our claim entirely because our child was assaulted due to multiple failures by the camp in following and enforcing their own abuse prevention policies, rather than because of some physical condition at the camp.
They add security because they fear lawsuits. When we can't do that anymore, do you think that a company is willingly going to spend on average it's $200,000 to $300,000 a year? Do you really trust these out-of-state companies to do that? I don't. I trust Georgians.
Well, the insurance commissioner told the Senate this bill will not decrease insurance premiums. He's told legislators who have asked him one-on-one, will this decrease premiums? How long will it take? He said maybe 10 years. It may never decrease the premiums.
A lot of people ask me, well, can you guarantee that the rates will drop? I can't guarantee that.
Insurance companies are allowed to invest our premiums and keep the investment income that they earn from that. They have two pots of money, the premium pot, the investment pot. They have come to you and said, we are losing money out of this premium bucket. Please, please help us. What they haven't mentioned, talked about, haven't even come here to talk about, is this other massive bucket that they have of money. In 2023, the last year we have full data for, over $100 billion was in this bucket. They want to say this bucket over here is their money. This is y'all's money. This is our money. The only reason they have money in this bucket is because the state of Georgia requires us to pay our premiums.
I represent the mother of the 1-year-old who was murdered from a shooting at the racetrack. You have heard that it was a place where they ate, where students went, that it was a nice place and that there wasn't crime. What you haven't heard is from the students.
There's been a push for years to get this racetrack shut down. Four Burgers' wish came true Monday. Since the closure of this racetrack gas station, it has been a lot quieter. GSU students say they're starting to see a more peaceful Piedmont Avenue. There has been less activity.
In Florida, this was the biggest insurance scam in history.
My name's Gordon Terry, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Integrity Spine and Orthopedics in Jacksonville, Florida. So why am I here? I've seen this show. 2 years ago in Florida, we went through the same thing that you guys are going through with Senate Bill 68. Insurance premiums continue to increase. It's been a complete nightmare and a disaster, quite frankly. The only winner was Big Insurance, who continues to raise their premiums.
This bill is wrong. Our off-duty cops are going to be terminated. Allied Security and all of the private companies are going to be terminated immediately, because they are not going to keep that overhead at apartments in Georgia.
Or when you have employees begging for security guards and clerks with guns held to their head could not survive this statute.
Tort reform as written only protects those in power. It takes away one of the few tools survivors have to demand accountability.
The bill is currently written. There will never be another survivor file a case in Georgia courts. It would be malpractice to do that.
Now the crime is not just that they went to the McDonald's and there was a lack of security. The property owner in that case could say, well, there wasn't an exploitation of a physical condition of the property. This was just, there wasn't any security. So this actually, as it's written, I think could encourage property owners to do nothing.
We cannot allow that.
Less than 2 years before Mr. Carmichael was shot, people at CVS testified they begged upper-level management, who's not in Atlanta, of course, not even in Georgia, please bring security guards back, and they wouldn't.
Civil lawsuits have already shut down 5 of the worst hotels in Atlanta for trafficking, not because the government stepped in, but because survivors and advocates fought to hold them accountable. Without that power, these businesses will continue to thrive while our children suffer in silence.
So if someone is abducted at a convenience store, young girl pumping gas is abducted and taken somewhere else and raped and murdered, it wouldn't matter if it had happened 1,000 times before. You do not have a claim for that rape and murder.
I have learned that this bill will take away rights. It will be harder to hold negligent property owners accountable. It is bad for store customers that are very unsuspecting. And I will never fully heal, but having my rights as a victim has made me the woman that can stand here today. SB 68 is bad for children and families. Georgians want better, and Georgians deserve better than SB 68.
Please stand up for the innocent women and mothers like me.